Hey everybody, welcome to the live streams of Global Trade Live. Today is 16th of March and we are now live in a new session over here. So let's get started. So as we can see over here, GBP JPY is showing some momentum at this point. And if we just go to the monthly, then we can check what basically is happening in the monthly time frame over here. So basically what's happening in the monthly is that the current monthly candle just went down and it just rejected the lower prices, and I think if it starts to move up with volume, then it will be going up to fill these wicks over here to the upper side. And I will say that this is a formation of a support. As we can see, the candle just went down, tested these lower prices, but it flipped back up, now moving bullish. So after the monthly candle, let's move to the weekly candle over here. Okay, so basically what's happening in the weekly is, so first of all we have this area of resistance over here, which will be the area where the market's gonna test, and then we have a area of resistance, another over here, and we can see that the current week's candle just went up back inside the range. So two things can happen. Number one is that there might be a rejection in this area, and this candle will be closing like a weak bullish candle. And the second thing which can happen is the weekly candle can go up and test this high over here, right? So if it starts to reject, then obviously first stop will be this point. So this was all about the weekly. So for me, the weekly is bullish. Now let's talk about daily over here. So basically what's happening in the daily is we have a resistance over here in the daily, and market is tapping into that resistance area. Also we have this rejection area over here as well. So I think if it starts to go up, then first of all it will be filling up this wick, and above this wick I think market can easily go up till this area, or you can say this area over here, resistance. So yeah, so for me daily is also bullish because it's showing some volume coming in. So after the daily, let's talk about 4-hour time frame over here. We can see that the market was consolidating, there was a rejection over here, but the current 4-hour candle just broke above this area, and now it will be going up to maybe in this area over here. So this is the target in the 4-hour. If you calculate this range, then this range is about 30 pips. So after the 4-hour, I'm gonna move to the 1-hour over here. If you look at the left, then this was all about 1 hour, right? So we can see multiple rejections happening in this area, right? So to avoid these bad area levels, we can say that maybe above this area 154.939, it can go up to fill up like 155.217 area. So I'm gonna drop some lines over here because this will be the area from where I'm gonna look for buys. That might be difficult a little bit, but I think it might work. So I'm gonna draw some areas over here. Yeah. So if we look at the hourly time frame, then we can have some buys above this level. So yeah, the range is pretty good. So let's see. So if we talk about the 30 minutes now, let's talk about that. It's moving up already. So if we talk about 30 minutes, then we have rejections in this area, we have rejections in this area as well. So I think bias can be above this area, but there's no range, and this is about 30 minutes only, right? And in this area there's no range as well, 9.6 pips. So I think if we talk about buys, then we have to look for the 1 hour time frame to give us more confirmation. But above this area over here, let me just draw resistance over here. So above this area over here, if we look at the left, then there is a clean range over here, right? And I think market can easily go up and tap this area. Yeah, but the thing is, still still have some, pips to move. Like it's like 3740 pips to the upside, so it might take some time. But obviously I'm not gonna trade in this range. This is a no trading range for me because this is just a consolidation happening. So yeah, let's look at the left only. So we have this clean move in this range, clean move over here. We have this clean move, so we can expect a clean move. Where is that? So we can expect some clean move to the upside. Yeah, so there's a problem over here, but yeah, we can try taking buys above this level. Wick fill will be around like 7.5 pips, and after that we have this clean candle over here like 18 pips. So I might take a buy in this area over here because we have this clean candle. So I'm gonna wait for the market to go above this area so that I can take a buy trade, but nothing yet, nothing over here, because we need to wait for a better entry. So yeah, the 4-hour candle just created a lower wick, broke this high over here, and it's moving up. So I think it will be moving up inside this area for definitely. So this is around 27 pips of range, but we can take the trade right now. 27 pips is up over here. So let's just wait and watch because there is no point of taking difficult trade ideas. You should be always taking easy trades, which will give you eventually more accuracy in the market, and you will be able to just take some profitable trades. Because if I take a trade over here and if the market starts to reject any point on the left, like market can reject any area, there are huge amount of wicks, like this is a huge rejection area, market can tap inside this area and then it can move down from here. So that can be the case. So in order to take buys, we have to wait for the price to cross above 154.940 area. So I'm gonna look for that, and if I get a good and easy opportunity in that area, then only I'm gonna take a trade. Otherwise I'm gonna just leave it as it is. So I'm not getting excited with these big moves coming up, like big candle, big moves, because we know that this kind of things happen really in the market, because there's a lot of things which already happened, and I have seen those things happening in the market. Like any wicks, it can reject any kind of a wick to the left, and it can just reverse back down. So in order to take buys, let's just wait. So let's talk about GBP USD. Oh, look here, the 1 hour candle. It just went up and filled this wick over here, but it's all right. I'm gonna just look for a better entry in GU also. So if we look at the monthly time frame over here, then we can see that the monthly is now going up to fill this wick over here, but this is also a rejection area as well. So I think, yeah, oh, this is 4 hours, sorry. So the 4 hour is going up, filling this area of wick. So above this level, let me just give it a mark. So it can go up to this level, and once it crosses above this level, it will be going up to this area. So this was about the 4 hour, which is bullish. And if we talk about the daily, let's just look at the weekly first. So if we talk about weekly over here, then the weekly time frame is just moving up, maybe to test some higher prices and then will go down. So if we talk about daily over here, then in the daily we have a level of resistance at this point, and we have a level of support in this area. Also, the current daily candle has broke above the high of the yesterday's candle, and it can easily move up to this level over here. So this was all about the daily. Let's go to the 4 hour. So we still got some time left over here for the 4 hour to close, and I think it can really fill this wick over here. Let's talk about the 1 hour. Okay, so let's talk about the 1 hour over here. So if we talk about 1 hour, then better buys will be above this area. Once we have a candle closing above this area, then obviously it will be going up to fill this wick, and this wick is around like 15 pips, so the range is also pretty nice. So there will be no issues in the range, of the wick fill. But for that, we need a strong confirmation to take entry, right? So this was all about. Let me just go to 1 hour again. So if we talk about 30 minutes over here, then 30 minutes looks really choppy over here. I think if I zoom in a little bit, then there might be more clarity coming up. Okay, it looks good. Yeah. So I think if I have a candle closing above this area, then I can try taking buys in this area just to fill this wick, and after that it can head towards this area over here. So let's just focus on the current area. Because we have to wait for a really strong confirmation in this case. So that confirmation can be bullish close of this candle, and the next candle can wick down and break these highs to continue moving up. So that will be my first confirmation, and the second confirmation will be like if we have a candle closing above this area, that will be my second confirmation. So let's just wait and watch the current candle to close. So I'm gonna wait for this candle to close over here, and in GU also I'm gonna wait for the market to come above this area. So for now there's nothing. Let's just look at the daily. So daily candle yesterday just went down, and this daily candle can go up, grab some liquidity, come down again and break its own low and continue moving down. So if that happens, then this will be the area where it will be coming towards. So after the daily, let's move to the 4 hour over here. So basically 4 hour time frame is just ranging. Nothing is happening, it's just ranging. Okay, so basically 4 hour right now is ranging, and we have a support over here, resistance over here. So to go for buys, we can have buys above 1931.250, And if we talk about sells, then I think let's just wait for sells only, because the market is just moving all the way down. Time frame is bearish. So if we look on the left over here, then there was a consolidation happening in this area, and there is consolidation happening in this area over here. So what I would like to see is, I would like to see a rejection in this area and coming back down. So if I see that thing happening, then I'm gonna look for bearish entries. So but for now, nothing over here. It's just that this candle just broke these highs and the range is good. Hmm. We have wick rejections in this area. See, the problem is the range and these small candles. Okay, let's see. I'm gonna look at the gold later. So the market is rejecting these prices over here. As we can see on the left, the same thing is happening over. It's just that we have to just wait over here and you know look for some easy trades. This is also not a. Let me just play some music over here. Chill lo-fi. Speakers. Okay, so let's have a look at the news over here. Oh, today is high news. So we have CAD news today. We have USD news, retail sales, and this will be coming out around in 30 minutes. Hmm. Uh, yeah, Dennis. I think news will be affecting the market today, because the thing is, market is just was just consolidating over here, and before the news the market is going up, right? So we don't know where the news will be taking the market to, but what we can do is, if we have a better entry, like in 3 minutes this candle will be closing, right? So if we have a entry above this price level, then yes, we can take some profits before the news and call it a day. So let's see what happens and where this candle closes. GBP USD is not good. So this candle is closing with the rejection area, and the reason is this wick over here. So this is a strong rejection zone, and from here the market might push the price down, right? So in order to take buys, we have to wait for the market to go above this area, because then only we can assume that the market's gonna go up. There's rejection areas in GU as well in the 30 minutes, but I think with volume it can really push the price up. Hmm. So I think GBP JPY will be giving us. So 1 hour candle will also be closing. So let's see. Okay, so the 1 hour candle will be closing like this, right? So it will be closing like a strong bullish candle. So let's have a look on the left. So if we have a look on the left, then let me just zoom out a little bit. Okay, so if we have the next 1 hour candle wick down and break above this area, then I think it can really go up to fill this clean range. But for that also we need to wait for the next candle to wick down. But in case the next candle just goes up, then I'm not gonna enter the trade, because I need the next 1 hour candle to grab liquidity by going a little bit down, grab some liquidity, and then break the high to continue moving up. So I'm looking for that kind of a setup. So if I get that kind of a setup, then I'm gonna trade this setup. Otherwise I'll just miss this trade and sit back and relax. So look over here, in the last few seconds market just rejected this area and closing below this area, like below this area, right? So that was something I was really worried about, and that's why I didn't execute any trade in this area, because we need a better and probable entry over here. Oh, 1 hour candle is closing like this. This is the 1 hour of gold closing over here like this. So 15 minutes. There is no range in gold as well. But yeah, I think gold should be moving up in this area, because these are the two zones. So from this zone it should be going up in this zone. But obviously there's no entry that can be taken at this point. Okay, so GBP JPY 1 hour candle just closed like this. So I think we can execute buys at this price over here. So if I calculate the amount of stop loss, oh, it's really big right now. So I think we need to go to the lower time frames to give the stop loss. But once it breaks this high, we will not be anticipating that the markets will be moving down again. So we'll be anticipating that market will be going up to fill the clean range to the left. So this is the idea for GJ over here, and nothing is happening in GU. Also nothing is happening in gold. Yeah, there's bad ranges happening. I think better buys will be above this area only. So basically, before the current session, all the sessions were just consolidating, right? What's gonna happen? Once the price goes below this area, then it will be going down to tap this area over here. It can come down in this area over here, and then it can flip back up. That also means that if it breaks its own high after testing the area, it will be moving up. Okay, let's look over here. GBP JPY daily. Daily is having some rejections in this area. Let's talk about the 4-hour over here. The 4-hour really looks good. Yes, it will be definitely going up and test this area. So we can have some good opportunity to take buy in GBP JPY, because right now daily is at a strong resistance. 4-hour is about to move again up over here as well, and this is the 1-hour. 1-hour can go up in this area. And if we talk about the 30 minutes, yeah, it also looks good. GBP USD also tested this area over here, and from here it can reject and move down from here as well. But if the market starts to move up, it will be going up like 74-75 pips. So basically from here market can push down. From this rejection zone to this rejection zone. But below this wick we have this clean candle, and the range is like 13 pips. Range is not good actually. Yeah, in this area there were sellers were taking on and selling over here, because this is a resistance over here. But we can see that the market is has moved up, and now it's trying to create some sort of a support to continue moving up. So according to me, GBP JPY is totally buy. And if we talk about GBP USD, then it's difficult over here. Let's see. Because the thing is, if you look over here in this particular time frame, then there were two zones over here. Number one is this, and second one was this over here, right? So the market was moving inside these two zones. So finally it broke above this high and stabilized its price above this zone. So now if we talk about a rejection zone, then that zone will be this zone over here. Yeah, monthly is pushing up. So news will be coming in 20 minutes. Let's see. Okay, gold just tapped in this area. Now if it starts to move up and break this price over here, then it will be moving up. Okay, GBP USD is now trying to push up. So basically what's happening in this case is, let me just go to the 5-minute first. So basically what happened is market just went down, grab liquidity from this area, and if it starts to move up and break this area over here, then I think it will be moving up. 15-minute candle is about to close like this. So this is a rejection zone. Next candle should come down, and then it should break the high to continue moving up. Look here, gold is unable to break this area. So if it starts to move up, break this price, then this can be a good buy. So if we remove all this information, what the fuck? So if we look over here in this area, then I think this candle should break this area and should move up. $15-minute candle closed like a bullish candle in GBP JPY. Let's go to the 30 minutes over here. 30-minute candle created a lower wick. Yeah, I think better buys will be above this area only. Okay, gold just went down from here. If it starts to flip down, then it can go down to fill these wicks over here. Look here, GBP/JPY is now reversing back. Yeah, market should move up in this area. Definitely, it should. Oh, look over here. Gold is now moving all the way down and about to close in 7 minutes. So I'm gonna wait for this candle to close first, and then I'm gonna take the trade. But in that waiting time, if this candle just goes straight down and tap this area, then it is what it is. We really cannot do anything about that. It's just that if you take a trade over here, then this candle can reject the lower prices and move back up. So let's wait for this candle to close and the next candle to wick up, break the low, and continue moving down. That will be a more probable entry. But because once it starts to move down, then yes, it will be filling up all the wicks over here by coming down to this level. In case if that I miss that trade, then this will be my another entry over here. Let's look at the left. Okay, so basically below this area, market can move down and fill this wick. This is around like 40 pips of range. So I'm gonna wait for a few minutes over here for the gold to close. GU just broke the low of the previous 30-minute candle and moving down, but cannot take a sell because the problem is we need a second resistance to be formed in order to take the trade. So just waiting game is going on right now. Okay, so I think the news just came in. Yeah. USD import prices, export prices, retail sales, negative, positive, negative, positive, negative, positive. So the results are mixed results. So I think there will be some up and down movement happening. And so okay, so 30-minute candle just closed like this, but it didn't went up. So I'm gonna just go to the 1 hour over here, and I'm gonna just look at the 1 hour now. So basically what's happening over here is the 1 hour candle has created a low, created a lower wick over here, right? So if it starts to move up and break the high of the previous 1 hour candle, then I think that can be a really nice entry to take. Stops will be around 17 pips in the high time frame. So right now we have around 26 minutes left for the 1 hour candle to close, and if we break above this area, then I think it can go up to fill this wick. Oh, GJ is about to go up, I think. So still got 30 minutes left. Let's have a look at the 30 minutes. So we are anticipating that this 30-minute candle will be moving up, break this high, and continue moving up. Okay, yeah, we expect that to happen. And if we look at the 115 minute over here, then let's have a look at the left. Above this area we have hmm. 4 is moving up. I think yes, we can expect this candle to break the high and continue moving up. So now for me, let me just yeah. So for me, GBP JPY is buy, and I'm gonna take the buy once we break above that price. So once we break above 154.920, I'm gonna take buy.